Guten Chodesh. Today is the second day of Rosh Chodesh, and as we know, the second day of Rosh Chodesh is actually the first day of the new month. Because the first day of Rosh Chodesh is still connected to the previous month. That is when there are 2 days of Chodesh, obviously. And the second day today is thus the first day of the month of Tamuz. Tamuz, a very special month. Originally we know Tamuz for the fast day, for the beginning of the 3 weeks. But in our generation, Chassidim have named the month of Tammuz as the month of Geula, the month of redemption. Now, this is not only because one should every day of the year, every moment of the day, expect and consider this is the moment of redemption, but there's something particular during the month of Tammuz, and we'll get to it soon. But first, I'd like to focus on a moment on the name of the month. We know that biblically, the month do not have any names. The Torah speaks of the first month, Chodesh Rishon, which is the month of Nisan, Chodesh Shvi, which is the month of Tishri, the 7th month, and so on and so forth. The name of the month actually came to the Jewish community when they were in the exile, in the Babylonian exile. While there, they started using names to the months and attributing to each month another name. Some of them which are very obvious, as an example, Nisan, miracles, the month of Pesach, which is obviously the month of miracles. The high holiday months, Tishrei, the 7th month biblically, is because Tishrei also has the word beginning Reshis, and so on. The month of Tammuz is one which is completely not understandable. The original name of Tammuz was actually a Babylonian idol. Maimonides, who was the greatest scholar of all times and was familiar with all knowledge, including idols, etc., says the following story. And actually, it is a verse in Yecheskel. And Yecheskel Hanavi says the following. Vayove oisel Pesach Shara boys, they brought me to the gate of the house of God, Asher ala Tzofoina, which is on the north side. V'hinei shom hanoshim yoishvois, and over there the women are sitting. Mevakois es hatamuz, they cry for the Tammuz. Rambam tells us what's the story of Tammuz. Tammuz was a false prophet who in his time was killed by the local king. After his death, his followers made up a story that on the night of his death, all the gods came to crown him, and then they flew away in the morning. The story turned into a play and became so popular. Tammuz himself was the main character, the character of sadness. And so much so that, as the Pasuk says, that even the time of the temple, they would still play that play, and the women would go out and weep. And Rashi says that they made it, that in Jerusalem what they made the idol was fabricated from lead. And when it became very hot, it started tearing. Thus the tears. And Tammuz, Rashi says in Aramaic, also means extreme heat. So this is the hottest time of the year. Why would we use a name for a Jewish month based on an idol? The answer is that indeed, we need to transform even idols into godliness. Even idols have to be transformed into participants recognizing the truth of Torah. So originally, the month of Tammuz, we had the fast of Tammuz, the destruction of the temple. But the closer we come to redemption, we see a positive transformation in the month of Tammuz. In 1927, on the 12th day of Tammuz, the previous Rebbe was released from prison. We will have, if God forbid, we'll still be in exile, we'll discuss it further. But on that day, there was a miraculous transformation from a death penalty to ultimate freedom to the previous Rebbe. We also have Gimel Tamuz, the third day of Tamuz, which originally was the concealment of the previous Rebbe's liberation, and then revealed when we found out that it is the ultimate freedom for him. But we also have Gimel Tammuz, which is the third day, which is the Rebbe's special day. If God forbid we'll still be in exile another day, we'll discuss it further. But the Rebbe's day is obviously part of the process of the final redemption. And in fact, my friends, I would like to invite you for tonight at 7:30 Montreal time. There's going to be a special program in honor of the Rebbe's special day. Two great guests, Rabbi Friedman and Rabbi Jacobson. You can tune in by going on the website chabadmontreal.com, and you'll be able to join that program. So that is tonight at 7:30. But let's hope that before this we'll be in the Beis Hamikdash with the Rebbe himself.